Lounge at Dixon Place. So we welcome you, and it's wonderful to see a full house. So it's very exciting to present these wonderful women artists to you this evening. And I'm not going to speak too much tonight, because we have a lovely host, and she is a Salon Lounge alumna. And April Ranger, she's a poet and a screenwriter, hailing from Boston, and she's moved here recently. And she's dived right into the art scene and become a part of our salon, and so we're excited to have her here hosting our performance showcase tonight. So welcome to the stage.
I'm also not going to do a lot of talking tonight because I'm really excited about all the artists that we have lined up and want more space for them. So first of all, this is quite a big crowd for this evening, so give it up for yourselves first of all. Thank you. Also, give it up for Mary, our bartender. Make sure you treat her well. And so I want us to just dive right in. The first artist, we have a video that we're going to show. It's actually an excerpt of a longer video. The artists are Kara McKenzie in collaboration with Andrew Massart Mooney. They both hail from Chicago. And I'm not going to say too much about it. I want you to just watch it, and hopefully at the end we can all converge and discuss. The name of the video is, one thing I do want to say, in talking with them earlier this evening, it was all shot last week, so this is very fresh, which is very exciting. I love the beginning of art. So, right, this is called Muck Muck versus Monica Penzarino, an excerpt, so give it up for that.
Yeah. Turn off cell phones.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Gross. Sorry guys, that's my fault.
Vision here. We have artists from all over. So tonight they're from Chicago. Give it up again for Sarah and Andrew. Also, thank you for the reminder about the cell phones, or as I like to get some newcomers come in, welcome. Someone once referred to them as asshole alarms. So yeah, make sure those are turned off. And in addition to the idea of bringing artists from all different locations, Heidi and I were talking about artists from the past. So tonight, the historical woman artist honoree is Viola Spolin. Oh shoot, where's my champagne? I want to do a toast. Never leave the bar without it. So if you have a glass, raise a glass. If not, you can give a little clap. Viola Spolin is the founder of theater games in the U.S. So you can give a toast to that. Which brings us to our next artist, who is currently living and performing as a theater artist in New York City. She's from Istanbul. She came here on a Fulbright scholarship and studied with Mike Nichols. Her name is Ege Maltepe, and she's going to do an intro much more in depth than I did on Viola. So give it up for Ege.
Thank you. I don't think I need this very much. Thank you, though. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
And I'm glad to be presented as one of the members of the International Women Artists Salon, and thanks to Heidi. I'm Ege Maltepe, and like April said, I'm from Istanbul, and I came here on a Fulbright scholarship like 6-7 years ago, and I had the chance to study acting with the director Mike Nichols. You may know his name, you may know his movies. He's now directing Betrayal on Broadway, and he's been very inspirational for me. And he started his career with Paul Sills Theater Company in Chicago. And Paul Sills is this genius woman, Viola Spolin's son, and he's like the father of Spolin improvisation. And this is Viola. These glasses for Viola with her chair. And she died in 1996. and she's the originator of the theater games and the Poland improvisation, which is the basic, she's basically the founder of American improvisation, the one we know as improv shows, the comedy shows, but it is so much more than that. And I got to experience that in the school that I went. And after I graduated in 2009, I decided to bring the work to my home country, to Turkey. So I'm translating the book and I'm doing workshops there since 2009. And now I'm going to start doing workshops here too, but it's been a journey going back and forth and translating the book and reading her vision and playing the games and teaching the games. And I want to talk a little bit about what her vision is. And her games are based on children games and the concept of playing, the excitement and the actual state of mind of playing a game. And she transformed that to acting. And she says through playing we can step into our intuition. And in order to step into intuition, we need to be present in the moment, which is spontaneity. We need spontaneous moments in our lives. And she says, and I want to quote, through spontaneity, we are reformed into ourselves. And spontaneous moments in our lives, they create an explosion that frees us from theories of other people and ideas of other people, and also like our own plans, and which makes us in the future, or we are constantly either in the future or in the past, and so little time that we have in this whole world that we are in the present moment. Children are in the present moment all the time, but as we grow up, as we get educated, we just lose that. And she says, as performers, people pay for the ticket to see someone on stage, to be in the present moment. And it is so hard to get there. So through this present moment and spontaneous moments, we have the personal freedom, and creative experience can happen only in those moments, she says. So to me, her work teaches the unteachable, like how do you teach to be in the present moment? But she can do that, and she can do that through games, theater games, and which is basically making people experience things. And here I want to just play a couple of games of Viola Poland to have us that experience, because that's the only way to understand it. Like I'm talking blah 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 and it's just ideas, and ideas don't matter, but experiences are the real deal. So I wasn't expecting to have a stage actually, so I had to change my plans. Theater games usually are played in an empty space. All you need is chairs and an empty space for people to run around like children. And I was thinking that we would play a game that we would run around, but probably we won't be able to do that. But I will need participants. Who wants to participate? One, Kiki, come in. And come on, it's fun. Please. Anyone else? Yep, please, come in. Come in. I can have more, even more. 2 more people.
Do you mind?
Who's coming? Woohoo!
Our stage manager.
Thank you. Thank you. Is it possible to push the chairs a little bit so we can have a little bit more open space? And can we have more lights? But I mean, our stage manager is here. I'm sorry. Can you be in two places at once? Viola Poland can teach you that. Okay, great. Okay, well, I was thinking that we would play Kitty Wants a Corner, which is there is an it, and I go and I ask, can we play it? I don't know. Do you want to try?
Sure.
I'm gonna turn the stage up. Is that what we need?
Can
more
we pull
room
this
for?
away? Can we take
Yeah.
this away?
Can we
I
just
don't
like
think
tip
so.
it up? Is that possible, or is it
No.
attached?
I think it is attached.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
it's not attached. Can we move this, please? Thank you.
Is that allowed, stage manager?
Stage manager.
Not my stage, go ahead.
Thank you. Thank
Probably
you.
can be put on its head.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Genius, wonderful.
Ta-da.
There you go.
Will it stay up okay though?
Space.
Would it stay up? Or do we need a...
You should turn it around
Yeah, if we
and
just
lean it
flip it
against.
the other way.
Okay. I
Alright, transforming.
Okay, we normally form a circle, but we don't want to turn our backs to you, so we are going to form a half circle. But you can imagine the game playing in a circle. Cool. Let's be like a half circle, and I'm going to be it. As wide as possible. Can we be as wide as, like, yeah, use the corners and use the corners, and you can come even here. And let's say that I'm it, and I'm a little kitty cat who lost her way in the streets of East Village, which I was just 30 minutes ago. I was like, where is the Christmas street with my iPhone? But I'm a kitty cat without an iPhone. She doesn't know how to use the iPhone. So I need a corner. And you, all these places are corners, and I'm gonna go ask, and I'm gonna say this: Kitty wants a corner. Actually, in the book, it is Pussy wants a corner, but in schools, when you played with children, they go, Mom, I learned a new word, and you don't want that. But we are in East Village. Let's do Pussy.
Okay.
Yes.
Pussy wants a corner, and you tell me, go ask my neighbor.
Okay.
Pussy wants a corner.
Go ask my neighbor.
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 Thank you. And I can go ask anyone. Meantime, while I'm asking to Kiki, Pussy wants a corner, the people at my back are gonna get eye contact. For example, what's your name?
Stephanie.
Stephanie and
Joel.
They're gonna get eye contact and they're gonna switch places. And as the kitty who wants a corner, I'm trying to get the space. And if, for example, Joel and Stephanie may be changing spots, go ahead and change spots, and I may catch the spot, and you would be the kitty cat.
Oh,
And it goes like that. Okay, I'm gonna be it. I'm gonna be as wide as possible, so we can have fun. Okay, ready?
Go ask my neighbor.
Pussy wants a corner.
Go ask my neighbor.
Pussy wants a corner.
Go ask my neighbor.
Pussy wants a corner.
Ask my neighbor.
Pussy wants a corner.
Go ask my neighbor.
Pussy wants a corner.
Go ask my neighbor.
Thank
Really
you.
sweet. We made eye contact.
Yep, it's okay. It's okay to be it.
All right. Pussy wants a corner.
Go ask my neighbor.
Pussy wants a corner.
Go ask my neighbor.
Pussy wants a corner.
Go ask my neighbor.
Pussy wants a corner. Let's try that. Pussy wants a
Go ask my
corner.
neighbor.
Pussy wants a
Go
corner.
ask my neighbor.
Pussy wants a
Go
corner.
ask my neighbor.
Pussy wants a corner.
Go ask my neighbor.
Pussy wants a corner. This is just gonna keep happening. Pussy wants a
Go
corner.
ask my neighbor.
Pussy wants a
Go
corner.
ask my neighbor.
Pussy wants a corner.
It's harder.
Pussy wants a corner.
Go ask my neighbor.
I get it. Pussy wants a
Go
corner.
ask my neighbor.
Now I can get eye contact with Joel, and while I'm switching places, Stephanie can.
Oh snap! Really?
Yeah, yeah. So the game is on. So you're free to sell each other out. It's okay. Children are cruel. Like they're like killing each other and doing all those things. Okay, I'm it. Yay! I'm it. Can we take a step back? Not Stephanie, of course. Oh, who wants a corner?
Go ask my neighbor.
Who wants a corner? For so many different reasons. In our body, in different places in our body. But this can be a time to let that go. Feel your hips with your hips. Yeah, and feel free to swing them. Yeah, yeah. Anatomically, they should be doing some sort of diagonal. How do you say that damn word? Movement, but we are usually like, especially in New York City, we are like so tight. Yeah. Feel your ribs with your ribs and shoulders with your shoulders. Yeah. Feel your hands with your hands, fingers with your fingers. Feel yourself with yourself, whatever that means to you. In this moment, yeah, right now, there's some mirroring going on. And now, while you pass your fellow players, I just want you to make eye contact with them. See and be seen. Exactly. See and be seen. And don't just look at them, but try to see them, because you seeing them is also allowing them to see you. And now go ahead and as you walk, see the space that we are in. And you can even just go and look at something. Just see it. And let it see you. For example, I can just look at this light. And let it see you. Whatever that means. And now, as you walk and see, can you see things unlabeled? That's another idea that she throws in. See it unlabeled. Like, try to see the light without saying, oh, it's light. Because all those names and adjectives and titles, eventually statuses, they may be just labels, and if you take them out, who knows, the world could be a little different. And again, children do this all the time. They just play with things. They're gonna make the couch a car. Anything can be anything. And this is going to be a game. In a regular workshop, we start with a couple of games, like we played like Pussy Wants a Corner. And then we do a spacewalk, which is about awareness, which is about letting the tension go. And it usually takes a little bit more time. And we usually almost never have audience watching you. Is she feeling her feet with her feet? I don't know. So we don't have that. But this was like a special occasion, and thank you for participating and having fun. And the whole idea, like I said, with playing games is, I mean, you probably feel like warmed up, and like, I don't know if you know each other, but I don't know any of you, but I feel like I kind of met you before, and I kind of know you, because in the game playing, children, they just, oh, okay, you're my father, and I'm your mom, and da-da-da-da-da, and all those relationships can happen so quickly. And she says, why do we actors have to, like, oh, let me go deep, and or like, let me have this table, and I have to write the history. And because she says this art form, theater, is physical more than anything, more than intellectual or emotional. It is a physical art form. So feeling your body with your body, like literally feeling your feet with your feet, or ankle with your ankle, it just puts you in the present moment. Because, I mean, how many times do we think like, these are my teeth, I'm feeling my teeth? Never. But when you have a toothache, you just, that's all you think about. Like, you have your teeth, and you have your shoulders, and you have your whole body, and it's not just your eyes that you see, or like it's not just your nose that you smell, but it's the whole experience, because world is a 3D, HD, and it's above you, beneath you, under you, everywhere. And so a play, or like a theater play, is not just words. It's not just here I am and I'm on stage, everybody's looking at me. No, it's a story, and it's a whole 3D, HD, whole experience. So you have to live that whole organic experience. So that's the technique. That's what. That's how she prepares the actor to go on stage. And of course, like all those things that I'm talking about, like I'm talking about awareness and like physical awareness, and also see each other. All those things like aren't. It just reminds me, it's not just about, it's not just an acting technique. It's, to me, like I said, it teaches the unteachable. Like it teaches communication, how you just feel comfortable with whatever you have and whatever you don't have. And how you can you feel comfortable with each other. And how can you feel comfortable with just people that you just met, which happens all the time in the professional life. And so it prepares you to be unprepared, as Amy Poehler said in her Harvard speech, I guess, as I remember. And she says improvisation can prepare you to be unprepared, which is what we need all the time, not only as actors, performers, but like. for our stage for a
Oh,
little
Just leave it.
semicircle. Thank you so much, Panya. How are you? Thank you so much for your attention and everything. And I'd like to announce that there's going to be a series of workshops, pull-in workshops, starting in mid-January. Exactly.
Rate themselves. Very exciting. Also a moment of unpreparedness, being able to switch over the stage and see its innards. That was very, that was unexpected.
Very erotic.
And I think my new favorite quote of all the salons I've attended is, "We are in the East Village, let's do pussy." I was not expecting to hear that tonight. Which
Should be
brings
the new
us,
tagline.
yeah, exactly. Which brings us to our next art form, which is poetry, of course. And I want to introduce Olivia Wu, who lives in Manhattan and was born and raised in Shanghai. She has a bunch of different influences, and I asked her what her favorite Goethe book is, and she told me it is, well, first she said, "What's hard?" Like, don't ask me that, but then she conceded and told me poetry and truth. So without further ado, I'd like to bring up to the stage Olivia Wu.
Hi, how are you guys?
Hey.
Hi. Well, Aggie just had a game about living the current moment, and that's what I try to do in my life. And the way I capture the moment that I lived full-heartedly or intensely is to capture that in a poem with my thoughts and my feelings.
Just bring it up very close
Okay.
to your
Take the
mouth.
stand, stand behind
Does that
it.
help?
Yeah. Put the stand behind it.
Okay. So these are all poems I wrote earlier this year, and they just capture very little moments of my life. So the first one I'm going to read is called Smile. Strolling is about my legs, but legs affect my perspective. Perspective is about my eyes, yet my eyes seduce me to the park. In the park, I touch the tree leaves. Actually, I touch the warmth of the autumn sun. You walk toward me. I also smell, in your smile, the fragrance of the sun. Thank you. Okay, the next one is Halloween 2013. I was like, by chance, invited to this Halloween party at the Webster Hall, like a last minute, 1 hour before the party started. And so I wasn't prepared with costume or anything, and everybody was dressed to the scariest possible over there. So this is my poem after I went there. I wrote that night after I went back. Halloween 2013. I met the Wizard of Oz, Dorothy, on the street. I touched the feather of the angel. I took a picture of the vampire. I smiled at the Medusa, and she smiled back. I waved at Caesar, and he waved back. The three wise men were riding in a BMW. The three musketeers were riding on a hybrid bus. The Simpsons were sharing a whole pizza. The Romans were drinking Budweiser. Jack and Sally were waiting in line at the Webster Hall. I saw Van Gogh with both ears. I saw Alan Edgar Poe with a grin. I saw Edward Snowden in Russia. I saw Kent in Enlightenment movement. I saw Genghis Khan in his China. Pumpkins all over the townhouse. Chocolates all over the kids' bags. Costumes all over the street corners. Costume wearers all over the bars and clubs. Characters of the costumes all over my mind. Characters' attributes are clear. Characters' stories have been told. Characters' destinies are determined. Everyone under the mask is easy to relate. Halloween night, everyone is easy to accept. I dressed in my skinny jeans and leather jacket. As a Chinese American, as a queer New Yorker, as a single female poet. The combination is scarier than any Halloween costume. And then I had an old friend who's a photographer, professional photographer, and she sent me this picture of hers. It's her favorite, like a little boat sitting on the still water, reflecting the sunset. It's gorgeous. It almost looked like an impressionist sunset oil painting. And she said, write some poems about it. So it strikes me as solitude. So I wrote 2 poems about solitude, and I'm going to read both of them to you. The first one, Solitude. It's version 2. Solitude, the most nurturing soil, preparing for the most exquisite blossom of talent. Solitude, the most tranquil lake, reflecting the most profound answers to inner struggle. Solitude, the deepest ocean, soothing the most painful wounds of emotion. Solitude, the grandest ballroom, performing the most elegant dance of thoughts. Solitude, the most advanced concert hall, playing the most heartfelt symphony of love. Solitude, the most expansive forest, producing the most energetic creatures of imagination. That's the next version of my Solitude. It was from a different angle. So this is Solitude version 3. It's when all the pain, bewilderment, and confusion get fermented and transformed into fabulous wine. My conclusion brings a delicious and peaceful aftertaste. It's when all the longings get accepted and clarified. Heart gets healed and brain gets focused. Passion gets renewed. All senses restored, alive and acute. It's when I escape from all the undesirable, get amused by my own thoughts, get to hear my inner voice, get completely quiet internally. It feels like I flirt with the sky, kiss the clouds, from passionate gaze. I feel your gaze in the car, on the highway, in the woods, through the hill, to the end of the trail. I dream to drink your simple, silly sweetness. I imagine to immerse in your willowy, wild wickedness. Trees dripping with the greenest green. Trail winding with the calmest calm. Not a trace of you with me. Stars flickering, moon weeping. I soothe the night sky and wave goodbye to a love that is no longer vibrant. How many minutes do I have?
Maybe let's hear like one more poem.
Okay.
That'd be great.
All right. Let me see which one do I want. Okay. I have a short one. It's just called The Rain. It's Misty Rain. Rain and more rain. Nebulous sky, misty space. Enticing rhythm, seductive whisper. Try to catch a raindrop. It disappears on my finger. Lay my hands bare. Savor your caress in every raindrop.
If you want to talk to her more about how to get access to her poems, definitely talk to her afterwards. And next up, I'm excited for the next duo. So one of the other things, the visions for this salon is to bring artists together. So afterwards, you can meet each other and maybe possibly collaborate. And I found out that the next collaboration, an opera singer, and with her accompaniment, they just met tonight. So we get to witness the birth of their collaboration right here at Dixon Place. So give it up for that before I even introduce them. That's very exciting. Singing for us will be Emilia Diakopoulos. She's a Greek opera singer. She recently won a scholarship from Altamura International Voice Academy. You can read her full bio here. I want to get to the singing, so I'm not going to say it all. Lots of accomplishments, though. You can read it in the fine print here. And then she's accompanied by Kyoko Yamaoka, who was born in Japan, studied at Berklee College of Music, and they're going to perform for us tonight. I tried to be the best dressed person here, and I am being outdone very gladly. Yeah, so give it up for the next collaboration.
I'm going to be singing a part of Manon Lescaut opera by Giacomo Puccini. The aria is called In quelle trine morbide. And now we're going to improvise with Summertime, but all of you know, except for me. I'm going to try it tonight together.
So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. Then you spread your wings and you fly to the sky. There is nothing can harm you. With Daddy and Mommy standing
So this, give it up again for them. That was thank you so much. That concludes our performances this evening. Wow, really what a great note to end on. It was really thrilling. So I just want to say all of the artists that performed tonight did perform out of their own generosity, and so you're all here. I'm going to pass this really fun, I didn't even try this on yet, this fun little pad around. So anything that you want to give to support the artists, please just music stand. Otherwise, definitely, talk, converge, hang out. I wanted to say a couple more thank yous. I want to give it up for Teresa, our stage manager tonight. Bartender Mary, who is working very hard right now. Clap for her, and Tip Well. And Heidi Russell, the founder of the International Women's Artist Salon. We do a show monthly. It's usually the third Saturday of the month, so please come back, check it out. The website, it's right on your paper. It's womeninternationalblogspot.com, I think is what I'm saying. Yeah, great. So stick around, hang out with us. Thank you.
Are you going to say anything about the works hanging? Do they have anything to do with it?
I'm sorry?
The works hanging, are they part of this?